All right, welcome everyone to our 10 a.m. Collider coffee break this morning, where we take just a few minutes on a Friday morning to update you on what we have been up to this week at Collider and our upcoming programming. So I'll turn it over to Jamie to start us off this morning.
So first off, thank you to everyone I've been able to meet with this week. It's been very exciting for me to be able to share the story of Collider, what we've been working on, what we've been able to accomplish over the last 2 years, and what we hope to accomplish in the future. And I've had some great conversations with some amazing individuals. And just thank you for taking the time to listen and to understand about what we're doing here at Collider on behalf of entrepreneurs. So just a general thank you to all the great meetings that I've had this week with these amazing individuals. It was also fantastic this week to actually have what I believe to be the second time that our E1 network group actually got to meet together. And we were excited to host them here at Collider Co-working. We had a great discussion. It's nice to see people. It's actually really weird to know that you actually haven't met some of these people in person, because a lot of the work that we've done has been through COVID. We've never actually met some of these people, but as a great group who are regionally supporting entrepreneurs, it's just nice to finally get together and have a great conversation and have a great lunch and really start to cement that relationship together in person. And we hope to do more of these in the coming months. Lastly, I just want to talk about a return to in-person events. I've talked about this in previous weeks. If you all go out and check either the Collider website or Eventbrite, you will see that we have posted 3 events. The first being the return of our community happy hour. So every Friday at 4, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., we will be back in person. Location still to be determined. I think right now we're thinking of moving the location around so that we can be more accommodating to people who are downtown, and then maybe another week to people who are more outside of the downtown corridor, to try to get more people into our happy hours. So we're looking forward to that. We are relaunching the free day of co-working. That will be the 4th Friday of each month. So if you're interested in our co-working, if you want to see what we do here at Collider, feel free to hang out with us between 8 and 5 p.m. And you could stay for the whole day, or you could stay for just a couple of hours, totally up to you, and it's totally on us, and it's free. So feel free to mark your calendar for that 4th Friday. And finally, Collider Open Coffee Club. This was actually our longest running event in the Rochester community for tech enthusiasts and entrepreneurs. We are relaunching that starting on Tuesday. That's this coming Tuesday at 8 a.m. I don't know if I'm going to be the only one there or not, because of course it's right after the holiday, but I will be there, and we will be hosting that at One Discovery Square on the 2nd floor. So feel free to come in, get a great cup of coffee at Cafe Steam, and then head up to the 2nd floor, and I will be there waiting for you. And it's open to anyone in the community. You don't just have to be an entrepreneur or a small business to attend. We just want to get to know you and start this process where we begin to convene again in person. So I'm really looking forward to it. And thank you to Mortensen and the Music Camp group for giving us that space in One Discovery Square. It's a really cool space, and I hope you can all see it at some point. And with that, I will send it back to Amanda.
I wanted to start out by talking about the stories that we shared on Rochester Rising this week in podcast episode 227 and in an article this week. I got to talk in person with Julie Domaille. She wears many different hats in the community. She's owned a car dealership. She's been in commercial real estate for 20 years, and she started her own cookie company, Julie's Cookie Creations, where she makes elaborately designed custom sugar cookie orders, as well as doing cookie decorating classes. And this work has led her to be on the Food Network's Christmas Cookie Challenge during the latest season. So we had a great conversation on the podcast today about how her business naturally grew, more about her time on the Food Network, and how she's thought about and approached entrepreneurship and taking chances. So we'll have those links in our show notes to episode 227, as well as the article. I wanted to take a few minutes as well to talk about our Ecosystem Navigator program, because I feel like it's been a while since we've talked about it here. Just know that it is in full force. Our three navigators, Julio, Christopher, and Sarah Louise, have been extremely active in the community during COVID. This role was designed to be very flexible, to let them do with it or make it their own, which they have really done, each in a very unique and individual way, to help people in the community who are thinking about entrepreneurship or are already building their business find and connect with business resources in the community to accelerate their journey with entrepreneurship. So this is a free and confidential program in the community. And if this sounds like you, if you're thinking about entrepreneurship or you are an entrepreneur in the community and looking for some resource that can help your business move forward, please connect with our navigators. We'll have the link to our Ecosystem Navigator program with all of their contact information in our show notes. So this work was funded by the Ewing Marion Kauffman Foundation, and the total goal of Impact Entrepreneurs was to work with 50 entrepreneurs throughout this program. So I'm really happy to announce that our navigators are already at 43 entrepreneurs that they've served. So they're 6 months ahead of schedule. So I think this just shows the immense need for this type of work in the community and how they've really been able to connect with people. So once we meet these 50 entrepreneurs within the next month, we're really pushing for that. We're going to continue to help people throughout this program, but we're going to move into the next phase as well, which is data collection, reporting, figuring out what worked and what didn't work, which we've been having discussions throughout this process as well, and then thinking about what's the next stage for this program. This is a pilot program that's set to end in December of this year, so we're really starting to ramp up and think about how do we make this sustainable and what does it look like in the next iteration. So again, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur thinking about an idea, or you need help accessing a business resource in the community, utilize this free and confidential service, and we have information for that in our show notes. The very last thing I want to talk about, again, for you aspiring entrepreneurs out there and a business resource for you, is our Basics of Entrepreneurship class. This is a program that we've offered in the community for 3 sessions this time. It's run completely virtually, and it's really meant for people who have a business idea that maybe they haven't moved forward with yet, or people already running a business who are at the earlier stages but really want to take time to understand who their customers are. This is an 8-week program that helps you better understand your idea and really deeply understand your customer base. We have an application for enrollment open on our website. Don't be intimidated by it. We ask to have a conversation with you just because we want to make sure that you're at the right stage of business development for this program and we're the right program for you. So it's nothing to be intimidated by, it's just making sure that everybody's on the right page of business development and that the entrepreneur can spend enough time within the program to really get the maximum benefits out of it. So our next Basics of Entrepreneurship will start July 6th. And enrollment will end June 28th, so we can get materials out to you in time. So again, if you have a business idea, you're looking to move forward with it or more deeply understand your customer base, join us for our 3rd Basics of Entrepreneurship class this summer. So that's it for me. I will send it to Jamie to wrap it up for us today.
I was actually agonizing about what I was going to talk about. It just seemed like I couldn't find the right thing to really wrap up with this week. And suddenly it hit me. And that's a very simple phrase that I'm going to tell you all: stop working. So we have a holiday weekend. And I think that everybody has been working really hard, whether you're building a business or supporting entrepreneurs or working hard in whatever job that you're in. Maybe it's time to stop and realize that the state of Minnesota, at least, is opening up, that we're getting back together. Go get back together with people. Go have a picnic. Go take friends somewhere. Go to a movie, for Pete's sake. Just do something that kind of felt normal, that feels a little challenging still in the time of this post-pandemic recovery. Get out. Just stop thinking about work. Stop thinking about what you're building. I know for some of you entrepreneurs in the trenches, that is really hard at this point. I think it's just time to stop for a couple of days. I think you'll really start to see the benefits when you get back to work on, say, Tuesday or Wednesday. And I think that will really help you move forward and power you through the next couple of months. So that is my final thought today. Just stop working for the weekend.
All right, so thanks everyone for tuning in today. Hopefully you have a wonderful long weekend that's restful. If there's something you heard in this video today that would be helpful to someone you know, we encourage you to forward it on to them, and we'll have a brand new coffee break next Friday for you.